Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
Ninetailedbrush.
And today we're going to be watching Haikyuu Season 2, Episode 1. So we're finally here. A few of you guys gave us like kind of a list of like, oh, here's the OVAs you should watch, here's the OVAs you shouldn't watch. So we watched an OVA, the Liev Genzen OVA, and now we're here, Haikyuu Episode 1, Season 2. I'm so excited. We watched the intro a little while back to announce to you guys we were doing Season 2. I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to get girlfriends. This is the most excited about. I am not like a 15-year-old girl, I promise. No, there's actually like, you could tell there's going to be some cool stuff. I'm super excited for Haikyuu Season 2. I'm just excited. I really enjoy the show. I really enjoy the characters. Even the OVA was such a great sort of thing. You've seen all of the show? Oh, ages ago?
So like, no, I haven't seen all of it. So I can't remember where I stopped. Okay. It's probably like...
Is it closer to Season 2 or are we talking more like Season 3?
It might be around Season 3.
Okay. I was just curious if we were going into new territory.
No, not yet.
Okay, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited. This is our new anime channel, so if you're new here, welcome. We're doing a little bit of a different upload than we used to do. Right now, we're doing one episode a week of all the different shows that we're doing. So Haikyuu Tuesday is Haikyuu Day. Welcome. If you're watching this right now, up on Patreon, we have the full-length reaction of this episode and next week's episode, episode 2 of Haikyuu for early access if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. And I'm really just excited. Let's just get into Haikyuu Season 2, Episode 1. Wow. That was a great... I mean, do you want to talk about the animation for a little bit?
Oh,
that was just a great intro.
The freaking... Okay, so... first of all, the game in the beginning was freaking crazy. The practice game, right?
Yeah,
animation
that was insane.
So good. Like the dynamic camera just like flying around and like doing all these sick
slow
angles.
Motion.
The crazy thing is like that like how should I say, like the when the camera's moving toward an object, right? It's not just getting bigger, right? If I drew a picture and just zoomed it out, of course, like I could imitate that if I wanted to have that high quality animation. I could just like draw a picture bigger each time, and then it would look like it's getting closer a little bit, right? But the thing about it, the crazy thing about it is they're so good with like the perspective changing, right? So even as it's coming closer, certain things are growing faster than others, And they do such a good job with that all the time. Yeah, it's really good, and it's like the less flashy stuff. Like you don't you watch a Demon Slayer and it's like, oh sure, that's great animation.
But like this stuff, I never noticed until you started talking about it, and it's incredible.
And just the stylized feel that it has, the anime feel that when he's like running past the camera and it's like zooming in, it's so cool.
But they really leaned into it major this time. Okay, that Hinata moment was so dope. Oh my gosh,
dude,
he did a freaking superhero landing.
I remember this episode so clearly because of how good of a start it was,
It's incredible, and I believe, like, as a filmmaker, as everything, and every level, as a fan, that is so important. And dude, I'm hooked. Yeah. Like, if there was any doubt, if there was any time, you're like, yeah, there's other anime. It's like, dude, you're in.
Oh
like,
yeah,
sign me up. However many episodes, let's go. I'm in.
Yeah, I really enjoy because I was watching it back then and whatnot. I wasn't like picking up on like everything basically, right?
Yeah.
But now that I'm seeing it on it, like I really enjoyed the sort of like the change that Hinata like kind of went through,
Yeah.
And just that like epic moment of him like normally he's like scared, but in this moment, and what do you think? What do you think? Why is it that he kind of was a lot more kind of aggressive in this confrontation?
I mean, I think there's always breaks between seasons. And so this didn't pick up immediately afterwards, and I think you see that. You see that in the practice game. Obviously, they're showing off their animation, but I also think they were showing off their skills. And I said it earlier, but the fact that they can compete against each other competently as a team already proves there's been time and growth. Yeah. And I think it's the same with Hinata. I think like it's cool to see that he and Kageyama are now... They're rubbing off on each other a little bit more. Because that was a very Kageyama move. And then the fact that they're walking away and they're like, yeah, we probably are going to lose. Probably, but it doesn't matter. Like the fact that they had that moment, I just feel like it's kind of a sign of off-screen camera development or character development.
Yeah. I think one of the big things here is that we get to look at Ushiwaka, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how his personality kind of is. It's a little more stoic, a little more, just getting straight to the point.
Yeah.
Either you guys suck or you don't, right?
Yeah.
And I feel
Which I like, actually.
the one thing that he was doing was he said, Kageyama, you can't serve the ace. And he's the ace, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying, he's basically saying, I'm the best player. If you can't facilitate my needs, then we don't need you.
Mm-hmm.
Oikawa could have, right?
Yeah.
And he should have.
Yeah.
Right? But he went to a team that was worse, and he called them barren soil.
Yeah.
And because of that, Oikawa cannot grow.
Yeah.
Right? And when he said that, I feel like Hinata had those little flashback moments of all the times that he said he thought that the Aoba Josai players were performing really well.
Mm-hmm.
And he took it as okay, well then we're concrete, aren't we? Because we're worse.
Yeah.
We're worse than the barren soil. And it's almost like an insult to those players as well, right? To the Aoba Josai players that played so hard and beat them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's one of the big kind of triggers as far as that confrontation that I'm seeing here.
Yeah, which you're right, but I think also actually you're totally right. What I thought was interesting about it though is that and obviously that's kind of the cliche is to embrace it, but especially for Hinata.
No, it's
because
especially
he's
for
always
Hinata.
been terrified of an opponent, and this is the first time that not only did he stand up to them, it wasn't like he stood up to them and then wasn't it early in the season when they first met the guy who's the guy on our team with the glasses, the really tall blonde hair,
Suki,
yeah.
Yeah.
When they first met him, he put on a brave face and then totally was freaking out afterwards.
Yeah.
This wasn't that. He was yeah, we are concrete, and guess what? We're gonna be concrete, and we're gonna be better than you as concrete. And I think that's huge growth for him.
Yeah.
Where it's he's no longer looking out.
Yeah.
He's okay, cool, we're concrete. Guess what? We're gonna beat you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. And now it's just this is what we are. Doesn't matter what your we're better than you attitude is. I don't care. This is what we have. I trust these people.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna work with these. And I thought that was cool. Where it was it was more than just standing up to it. It was almost mature.
Yeah.
It wasn't just dumb rebellion. Well, we're concrete. And yeah.
No. I thought it's really cool to see Hinata kind of get kind of like that. I mean, we've seen that a few times, and I feel like the biggest thing is
that was so epic.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
In just glorious Haikyuu fashion. It's all right, epic. It's being, because they always kind of make fun of anime a little bit, and I like that. So it's kind of being the most anime they ever are, and then at the end with the snippet grades, it just kills it. And I was oh
yeah, I like
this
that.
This is why I love this show.
Even after that confrontation, they're realistically speaking, we can't really beat them right now.
But that's why I like this show, because it's it is a great anime, but at the same time, I think actually, not only is it kind of making fun of sports anime, but I think all anime I love.
Yeah. Well, it's got. I'm not sure if it's making fun of anime.
Well, it's tongue in cheek is what I mean almost.
It's being very self-aware kind of, and being well.
And I think that's mature. So funny.
No, yeah, it's really good in that whole
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited,
bro.
I literally cannot wait. So as always, thank you for joining us here. Thank you for watching. Full-length reactions up on our Patreon. Next Tuesday's reaction, Haikyuu episode 2, is also up on our Patreon if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. I'm super excited. Go ahead and check out everything on this channel. We have tons of stuff coming. Tons of anime series. This channel is now kind of in officially full swing, so I'm kind of hoping you guys are enjoying that. I'm very excited about kind of a new endeavor, and I hope you guys are as excited as well. If you're new here, welcome. Hopefully you stick around. Like I said, there's tons of stuff. Feel free to subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you all next week and in the next video.